message from one or two of you that you've forgotten how to chop up an onion without it making you cry. So I'll show you how to quickly here. So I've got my onion, and at the moment everything's still on it. I haven't peeled anything off at all. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut it in half through the root and through the top. And the trick when you don't want to cry is to keep all cut surfaces face down as much as possible. So we'll do one at a time. We've got the leaf end here and the root end here, and we're just going to peel back any of the papery layers. Not always easy when it's facing down, but if you pick it up, it will start to make you cry. So try and peel them back. You can see I'm peeling back the layer from the top towards the bottom. You can just leave them sticking out the back. They're going to be chopped off eventually. And then you're going to just take off the top of the onion, and then the first cuts go down towards the root. Now, depending on how coarse or fine you want your chop, depends on how close you put your chops together. So we'll do this one coarsely and this half finely, and then you can see. So for a coarse chop, for a big chop, you're just going to put the knife in at the roots and put it down towards you, right the way onto the board. And for a coarse chop, I suppose you're going to put about 4 cuts into the onion, and they've gone from the leaf ends down to the root. Then you're going to turn it round, and using your claw grip, you're going to chop the onion across ways. And you can see I'm doing this quite carefully so that the onion doesn't fall to pieces. Once the onion falls to pieces, it starts to make you cry. Chopped off the root, thrown that away, and there is our chopped onion. And because it's all still in one piece, it won't make you cry. So put that to one side, and we'll go to the next part. We're going to do the same again, so you can watch all over again. This time we're going to try and cut this up finely. So I've got the leaf ends to my right and the root to my left, and I'm going to peel back the papery layers. Try and do this without picking the onion up so it doesn't make you cry. Trim off a tiny bit of the top, and then turning down to the root. Now you're going to put your knife in, and you're going to do lots and lots of little slices. So in goes the knife at the root, bring it towards you, and try and get those cuts as close together as you can without actually cutting the onion away from the root. If we can keep the onion all together, it's not going to make you cry. And we know how important this is when we're in the classroom and all 18 of you are all cooking at the same time. We definitely start to cry if everybody manages to chop their onion up in a way that it falls to pieces. So I've made about 10 cuts through my onion that way, and now claw grip again, and we're just going to cut really finely. Now this is difficult to try and keep together, but you might be able to see that the pieces of onion coming off my knife are really small. Okay, once you've chopped it and it's on the board in tiny little pieces, it really will make you cry. Get it into your pot, get it covered in some oil, and then it won't make you cry. So I hope that helps. How to chop an onion without making you cry.